Out there, go hey. Um, I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm not really a blogger, a vlogger. I'll sit here and I don't really make videos. I'll think about it, but I really don't. But I think the reason why I'm making this video today is mainly because I was thinking about it and I was starting a new chapter in my life. Um, I don't really put anything out there, but I had just gotten a job out in Yellowstone. I had heard about it about like a month and a half ago. Um, and for those of you who want to know more, yeah, I was born out in Jackson, Wyoming, and I moved to Jersey, and right now I currently live in Jersey. And most of you are probably sitting there going, why the fuck would you move to Jersey? Well, I had family issues. Lots of them. But I'll get into that at some later video or something. I'm sorry if I blow my nose a lot in this video. I've got some really bad allergies going today. I think it's the pollen and the dander and everything, pet dander and everything like that. So excuse me real quick. um, I think after this video, I'll go out and get me some medicine, some Zyrtec. Um, but I'm starting a new point in my life, like I was saying before, and I really want to look back and make a record of what goes on. So I won't really be putting videos out like every day, like most people. I'll be putting them out like maybe every Friday, every other Friday, something like that. Somewhere like I can just say what goes on during the week, or if something's like really getting on my mind, I'll put something up. But I guess this is my starter video. If people like it, even if people don't like it, I don't really care. Um, I mean, it's not. I do care, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep vlogging. I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. It's up to other people if they want to watch it. Um, I'm doing this from my phone, so it's not gonna be professional. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be pretty. Um, so yeah. But my name is Gil Hay. I'm an EMT in the state of New Jersey. I'm also a security officer and a bouncer, and yes, they are two separate things. Um, but like I was saying before, is I actually did I got a job out in Yellowstone as a security guard for the park system as well as an EMT and a fire and doing fire watch. And which for me, it's a big deal because I turned 21 like a month ago. I mean, yeah, may look older, but that's just because I've had many long nights. Um, but yeah, I turned 21 about a month ago. I applied for the position about 2 weeks prior to my birthday. Um, no, sorry, I applied to the position like January 20th, I want to say. And I heard back within like a week, and I was surprised. I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, these people are quick. Um, so I'm sorry. Hopefully, next video will be a lot better. And actually, I think next video I'll be starting to leave soon. I'm leaving at the end of this month, and I have nothing packed. Um, but like I was saying, is that I was surprised I even got this position because, um, I'm not very experienced with security, but I've been working a lot of jobs to get me the. I'm sorry. Like I was saying, I'm not very experienced with it, but I've been working basically day, night, every shift you can imagine, with doing security. But I was surprised when they called me back because I was like, why would they call me back? And my girlfriend also applied for a position out there as doing working with foods. Excuse me, real quick. Working with foods. And I think she got a job as a hostess. Yeah, hostess. Um, so what's I saying? Oh yeah. So when they called me back, the guy who I was talking to is real nice. He was like, yeah, he goes, we can't, I can't wait to meet you. You sound like you're a really nice guy. And I'm like, he goes, tell me about yourself. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you really want me to say. I'm not good about, I hate it when people say, well, tell me about yourself. Because it always reminds me of the scene from Anger Management where, Buddy is asking Dave, so tell me who you are. And or tell me about yourself. And Dave starts telling him about himself. And he goes, no, tell me who you are. And he keeps interrupting Dave, and Buddy keeps interrupting Dave, and David goes, and Dave finally goes, well, why don't you just show me an example of what you really want? Sometimes you can say the wrong thing in an interview, and people won't like it. So I was sitting there, I'm like, well, I'm an EMT. I like camping, fishing, hiking, hunting, everything like that. Which right now I'm actually sitting. I don't know if you guys can see this. It does show up. This is where I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting in my truck, and I was looking for another place to go fishing at, but it's a bit windy out. I don't really want to go out right now. I think I'll go out like a bit later before I have to go to work. But yeah, that's where I'm sitting. I'm sitting in my truck. I should probably go to sleep at some point, but I think I will after I'm done with this video. But I told him I used to smoke. Now I'm vaping. Um, he goes, he goes, all right. So we started talking. The more I was talking to him, the more he seemed to like me, and the fact that he hired me on the spot was to me very, very interesting. Because I've never gone up to somebody and had a conversation with them. They go, "You're hired." I've always been sending the application, wait for a response, call them up. Hey, did you get my application? Hey, did you get my application? Oh yeah, we're not looking for somebody at this time, or we filled it. I'm like, great. So, but the other reason why I started making these videos is because I also like to talk about certain aspects of my life, but sometimes people just don't understand what I'm trying to say. Like the fact that, yeah, I used to go to college I was trying to get my degree in nursing. Well, that didn't work out because I had gotten into an accident, and then the college I was going to was like, oh, you have to take all your classes again. Even though I was passing with A's, I'm like, well, couldn't you just give me the final exams? Well, no, we really can't do that. I'm like, alright, fine. So I started taking the classes again. And, sorry, one second. So I started taking the classes again. And I found I was having a harder time focusing. I was trying like every focus pill out there. I was trying everything you could, imagine. And it wasn't that I was just I get bored. School isn't my thing. I'm better, like, I can read a book and pick up on what the book is saying and then be able to apply it in real life. I've always been able to do stuff like that. I'm sorry, guys. If I make weird faces, because I have to do that. If I sneeze on you guys, I'm sorry. But and things weren't working. I was just getting bored of the class, so I stopped doing the work. I stopped going. I just didn't care, and it wasn't like I think it would have been different if maybe I had paid for the classes myself, but I was unemployed at the time. I wasn't working. I was applying for jobs left and right. I was going to rehab for my leg because of my accident, and all this other stuff was going on. I didn't have a car to get to the college, which was over an hour and a half away, and it took me. All sorts of crap happened. Um, so I just said, you know what, screw it. I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time, my effort, on something that I hated doing. So I stopped. And then I got a job, and then I got another job, so now I'm working 2 jobs. And for most of you who are saying, well, you're an EMT, what? In the state of Jersey, it's hard as hell to become an EMT unless you know somebody or you're the right age. I unfortunately was not the right age at the time. But, you know, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind sitting around at home. I didn't mind going to my girlfriend's house. But after a while, it was just like, well, what do I do with my life? I was saying in one of the other videos I did, but my phone erased it because it started to die, and my phone's a jackass at times. You know, sorry about that. I was saying how most people these days, especially kids, just coming out of college or just coming out of high school, they think that they know what they want to do, but once they really get into that college, some of them just don't do it. They either lose focus or they realize, hey, it wasn't for me, or um, they sit there and they go, oh well, I thought I wanted to do this, but now I really don't. I don't know what I want to do. I'm a law student. I'm gonna go and apply as a liberal arts major. Worst thing you can do is apply to be a liberal arts major. What the hell are you gonna do with a degree in liberal arts? So, I'm sitting there and I'm like, alright, well, I'm not gonna keep going if I hate what I'm doing. So I started looking into it, and I had a friend of mine who was going for sports medicine. And I was actually thinking about it, and I'm not trying to follow him, I'm just trying to say, that's really what I wanted to be doing. I don't want to be inside. I hate being inside for too long. I hate it. I can't stand it. I honestly, I hate being trapped indoors for 12 hours, 13, 14, 15 hours at a time. Excuse me real quick. At a time, and be expected to not start freaking out. So sorry, hold on. Where was I going with that? Hours, being trapped inside. I'm sorry, sometimes I lose my train of thought. Oh, nursing, right. So, I was like, I hate doing this. I really don't want to be a nurse. But I want to be in the medical field. So, I was looking into it, and I'm like, I was looking at search and rescue, which is really what I want to be. I want to be in search and rescue medical technician. Which I can't do that in the state of New Jersey because they don't have anything like. Well, they do have search and rescue, but it's not mountains. It's not what I want to be doing. Excuse me. So I was really looking into it, and I'm like, all right, well, now I gotta go out to Wyoming. I gotta go out west. Or down south, or up north. Someplace where I can be in and do what I want to be doing. Sorry, I didn't want my vape. Alright, I think I have to go through and not just cut the video, but I can record while I'm driving. I have no problem doing that. It's like I'm talking to somebody, so give me 1 second. I'll put you guys down. That should be okay. I'm probably just gonna edit all this out anyway. What's that there? 1 second. Let me go around. Ooh, it's cold out here. Not cold, it's just brisk. Alright. Grab my sunglasses. Well, hello again. Let me adjust you. Hi guys. Alright, so I have to go out and get my medication for my allergies. So I'll keep talking to you while I'm going. But you know, I really wanted to do search and rescue, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, how can I get out there? Well, my mom was telling me about how she went out there, and the way that she got out there was she applied for a position out in the park system. Sorry, I have all my tackle box. My tackle box is back there, and it's moving around. So, but she was telling me about how she got a job in the park system. She was working in the park system, and that's how she got out there, and that's how I was born out there. Wow, I'm so tired. So, I was really thinking about it, and last year I was going to apply, but I didn't have anything to write. I didn't have a job. I didn't even have my own car. My mom and I were using the same car for years. So I was like, you know what? I really need my own truck, and I have to have it. I'm a big guy. I'm 480 pounds. You know, so I needed something big. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, and about like 3 years ago, I had an accident where a guy hit me, driver to driver, front end hit. So I was like, you know, I needed something. Finally, that insurance money came in. You know, but there was a whole legal issue with that crap. The guy didn't have insurance and blah, blah, blah. So, the insurance money came in, and I'm like, you know what, I'm buying myself a truck. So I bought myself a truck, I bought my mom a new car, and I gave my girlfriend my car. So once all that happened, once all of that shit happened, I was like, alright, well now I can finally get myself a new, I can finally go out, I can do what I need to do with work, and not have to worry about, who has a car, and things like that. So, I started really applying, I started going back hardcore into applying for jobs all over the state of New Jersey, 2, 3, 4 hours away. I'm like, I'll just sleep in my truck. And I have a Chevy Tahoe, by the way, which I'm loving this truck. So my boy hooked me up with this one job to be as a bouncer and then my other boy hooked me up as a security officer. So, it was kind of like things started to fall into place. I'm sorry, my nose is like dripping and I look like I'm a mess, but I'm used to this shit by now. So, things were just starting to fall into place. So, you know, I waited. Finally, the time for applications for Yellowstone came, and I applied, and my girlfriend applied with me, and I got the job, and now I'm working security, EMS, and fire out west, out in Yellowstone. So, then it became now I have to pack, I have to wash all the clothes that I'm gonna need to go out there. And I'm driving out there. I'm not flying out there. I'm driving. Um, So that's another reason why I'm also starting to make videos, is because I want it to be where I can record my journeys going out there. And I'm not saying I'm going to be one of those guys who, every day I'm on my phone recording. Every day I'm oh my God, do you better than... No, I'm going to be one of those guys where it's like every Friday, every other Friday, I'll talk about what happened during the week, or, something to that effect. So anyway, we were, back to what I was talking about with people losing track of what they want to be and who they want to be, and I lost track of who I was, and for the longest time there, I really lost track of who I was. I was in this rut. I could not find. I just stopped doing. I stopped going out. I stopped seeing my boys. I even stopped seeing I didn't break up with my girl, but I didn't want to go see her. I didn't want to go on first date calls, and I love going on first date calls. I didn't want to do any of that. So, I think it was once I finally got this interview, with the current company that I'm at now. Things started cheering me up. I started being happier. I started being able to go out and do more things. So that got me back into what I was doing. Um, so yeah, people sit there and they go, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I can do. My life is over. Blah, 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 blah. No, sit there, relax, take a step back, and pause, and go, well, what was I originally gonna do? And then that's when you sit there and you actually look at who you are. If say, like with me, I had wanted to become a nurse. Well, that obviously didn't happen. So then I was like, well, hold up. Let me see what I can do. So I started looking into, other possibilities. And that's when I found, search and rescue and all that stuff. So, to wrap this 25-minute video up, I'm starting new things. I want you guys to be there with me. If you like my videos, please like and share them. I'll do, and if if you like vaping, I'm a vapor too. I vape as well. I can do some reviews, from some mods and some RDAs and tanks and things like that. If I get them in, once I get them. And I can also show some builds. I mean, I do some builds I do. It's just like, what the hell? Just stay tuned. I'm not this talk forever guy. I'm a guy who will not eventually, but you'll get to know me as well as you'll get to see what I'm like. My name is Gil Hay. I hope you guys stay with me throughout my adventure. And we'll see where it goes. So, yeah. Peace out, guys.